All eyes on a Palm Beach County courtroom again today. A Jupiter father accused of locking his son in a box-like structure for hours at a time.
And today, much of the focus was on videos that were taken from inside that very home. WPTV anchor Jay Kashmir has been there since day one of the trial and joins us now live with what could be key moments for the jurors today. Jay.
We're getting to some very critical moments, a lot of testimony, a lot of evidence being entered into the courtroom that could sway the jury's minds. There were 21,000 clips, camera ring video clips. 3 hours worth of that was entered into evidence and shown to jurors starting yesterday, continuing today. They show a timetable of early 2022, what it was like inside that box-like structure, the boy's habits inside that room, and interaction between the boy and his father. At times got very intense, which you're about to see. Also today, a key witness from the prosecution who had damning testimony, paralyzing testimony that could sway the jurors. Day 5 opened with jurors seeing more of the inside of an 8x8 structure that has become the focal point of Tim Ferretter's child abuse trial. Nearly 3 hours of videos were first entered into evidence late Wednesday. Some show compelling audio of aggressive language by Tim directed at his son for his behavior.
You're just such a disappointment. You're going to lose. I'm going to take you out of that school. And you're going to be in this room. And you're this close. Because I can't trust you do. But put the ankle bracelet back on. And then you can try to run away if you want and do all the bullshit you do. But I'm going to lock your ass out.
Prosecutors brought Brown University child psychiatrist Dr. Wade Myers to the stand, who testified for much of the day, calling the treatment of the boy malicious, sadistic, and torturous.
It was a long-standing pattern of harsh, cruel, and demeaning actions toward this child, as well as close to 3 years of essentially solitary confinement.
Dr. Myers said he reviewed 40 ring camera videos from the box-like structure.
He's segregated as soon as he gets home, and the children all know he's in the box, but it's giving him the message that you're not valued, you're unloved, you're not important.
Dr. Myers testified the pattern of isolation left severe harm and psychological damage specific to having meals withdrawn, being in the dark for hours, and being left in a room with your own excrement.
It's psychological abuse is the simplest way to put it, and it's also really a form of medical neglect because of the unsanitary aspects of it.
When he was cross-examined by the defense, they focused largely on how he came up with his opinion. Dr. Myers said his testimony was based on what he observed through ring camera videos and his review of pediatric records. The defense contesting that it was more opinion than a diagnosis.
You did not actually evaluate Ronan, correct?
I did not.
So obviously without actually evaluating Ronan, you can't do anything in terms of diagnosis of him.
Based on the extensive records, my observations of him on the videotapes, teacher observations, etc., I believe he has PTSD.
Now, the prosecution's expert witness will testify again tomorrow morning, taking the stand when court resumes at 8:30, not 10 o'clock. The judge upping the time to give more time for the state so they can hopefully, it is expected they will rest their case tomorrow. This trial will extend well into next week. It was expected to be handed to the jury tomorrow. That will not be the case. Court is off Monday for Columbus Day, so this trial will be going well into next week, where it is expected the defense will hold the case and then pursue it until the jury gets the case sometime midweek, possibly, given the timetable right now. Reporting live from the Palm Beach County Courthouse, I'm Jay Kashmir. Back to you.